What's up, you guys? It's your boy Squints here. Today's video, I am going to be ranking the Jersey Shore cast members from worst to best. I'm just going to be basing this off of personal opinion and nothing else. Everyone has their own opinions. Go ahead and drop yours down below after you see my video and let me know what you guys think. Coming in number 9, we have Angelina. From the moment she walked into that Jersey Shore house with the trash bags, I knew it was destined to be horrible. Like, you walked into this Jersey Shore house with a fucking trash bag full of clothes. You couldn't even go to the Goodwill to buy a suitcase. Shit, man. She was always starting drama. She even got kicked out the fucking house in season 1. And then she showed back up in Miami. Dirty Little Hamster showed up on family vacation, and from what I understand, she's a mainstay on family vacation. If that's the case, good for her. Number 8, we have Sammy. The first thing that comes to mind whenever I read Sammy's name or hear Sammy's name, it's "Ron, stop!" As Ronnie's flipping her bed and she's just fucking surfing on her bed. She was not in. She wasn't in the right at all, nor was Ronnie during their relationship. They should have never dated as long as they did. They should have broke up a long time ago. Whenever I first rewatched this, over quarantine, I started remembering why 11-year-old Jacob, or 11-year-old Squints, hated her. Because she was just obnoxious. She was always starting drama. She even got her ass kicked a few times. She got a good punch in on JWoww once or twice. Coming in number 7, we have Mike, the Situation. Whenever I was a little kid, I loved him. I loved Mike because of how cocky and arrogant and how much of a douchebag he was. I just wanted to be like him, I guess. But like Sammy, he was always starting drama. He was starting drama in Italy. He was starting drama whenever they returned from Italy. He was getting wine bottles thrown at him in Italy. He fucking headbutted a wall, like a concrete wall. Headbutted it before fighting Ronnie, knocking himself out. I don't know. But over the years, he's gotten better. He's gotten better. He's sober now. From what I understand, he's married and he's expecting a kid now. Good for him, though. Good for him. Next up, we have Ronnie. Like I said earlier, he was also to blame for in that relationship. He was cheating on Sammy. He was just going psycho. And as the seasons go on, he just gets more and more crazy. Whenever I was, a little kid, watching this show, I loved him because of how fucking ripped and jacked he was. I just loved how jacked he was. My favorite thing about him is, he says in the intro, never fall in love at the Jersey Shore. And I think he showed a prime example of why you shouldn't fall in love at the Jersey Shore, considering he did, and then he had a horrible relationship. And yeah. Next up, we have Vinny. So now that we're getting in my stretch of like favorites, Vinny is officially my first favorite on this list. Even though he didn't stick out much, and even though he did stick out, because he wasn't like the others. He wasn't tan. He wasn't ripped. He didn't have fancy hair or nothing. He was just a skinny, pale Italian boy. I can see why people didn't like him as much early on because he was a mama's boy. But if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have had Uncle Nino. And we wouldn't have gotten to see Vinny's mom and all that. And I believe after Jersey Shore, the original Jersey Shore ended, he got his own spin-off where he was doing interviews with random celebrities in his bedroom. That was really cool. I liked that a lot. Next up, we have JWoww. Man, whenever I was 10 or 11, I loved me some JWoww, and I think we all know why. She showed up in that house with her fucking knockers showing and shit, man. Anyways, not gonna simp over JWoww. She was for her people. She didn't let anybody step over Snooki, and she would whoop that ass. She whooped Sammy's ass. I think she might have fought Angelina. I'm not 100% sure. She wrote the letter with Snooki. She was always in a relationship early on, toxic ones, and then her and Roger, got in an argument in one of the episodes in a season where Roger got in like a fist fight at one of the clubs. And I remember rewatching that and thinking that was insane and cool. Next up, we have Dina. When Dina showed up to replace Angelina from season 2, that was cool. I liked that. I can understand why the house guests didn't really like her, because at this point they were 2 summers together, and now there's an outsider coming in, and I can understand why they didn't like her as much, or they weren't like gonna just accept her with open arms. They weren't gonna accept her with open arms, understandably. But I remember one of the very first episodes that she was on, she ended up getting like butt-ass naked with Mike in the room, and Mike was just fucking like, what the fuck? This new roommate's getting ass naked in front of me? Okay. And plus, who doesn't love you some meatballs? With that being said, we have number 2, Snooki. If I was a chick, I'd want to be Snooki. That's that. She had confidence. She didn't care what anybody thought about her. She was always getting absolutely shit-faced. She got arrested on the beach. She fucking performed at WrestleMania, bro. She had a match at WrestleMania, and she wasn't half bad. She was doing fucking cartwheels and fucking all sorts of shit. Good for her, good for her. She's very infamous for a few reasons on that show, like getting arrested on the beach, where she was crying to the cops, I didn't do anything, all of that. I remember, I think it was like season 1, she got her shit wrecked by a dude in the bar. Some dude just straight sucker punched her, just square in the mouth, just boom. And then my number 1 pick is gonna have to be Paulie D. Paulie was always one of my favorites, actually. Whenever Jersey Shore was at its height and at its peak, I remember I dressed up as Paulie D for Halloween once, even. I dressed up as him once for Halloween, for Halloween. I had the wig, I had fake chains, I think I wore like a t-shirt with like muscles on it or something like that. I remember like at parties and stuff like that, like little family parties, I'd always try to turn on like some fucking EDM shit or whatever, and I would just fist pump just to be like Paulie D. And I just think that's funny as hell. I can't tell you how many times I catch myself randomly blurting out the lines, T-shirt time, or Gabsy. I'm always yelling that out because of Paulie D. But that's my ranking of the cast members of Jersey Shore. Let me know what you guys think. I didn't really think this video was gonna happen because I didn't think it would be like interesting. But you know what? Who knows? This might do good, it might not. But let me know in the comments who your favorite Jersey Shore housemate or roommate or whatever cast member was. With that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. You can follow me on Twitter at yaboysquints. Like the Facebook page at yaboysquints to stay up to date with updates on the channel. With that being said, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.